Okay, we made it. We're here on day 9. And why do I say we made it? Because frankly, without my diary audience, without you guys watching, without me always having you in my head, which by the way is a great lesson. Whenever you're making something creative, you've got to have your audience in mind. And boy, did I have you guys in mind, because I knew at the end of each day, I had to show you what I'd done, and I didn't want it to be shit. Okay, so that was a great motivation. You really helped me finish. I'm thrilled. Please, at the end of watching this video, I need you to go across to Project Odyssey, and I'll have a link to my video. Go there and vote. Get your friends to vote. Please, I really need your help. Only the top 50 most voted videos are in contention for the award. Okay, fantastic. All right. So I just want to share with you something very special to me that I think will help you in any creative process or any process that you do. 3 things that you should always keep in mind when when you're making some creative art, right? These are the 3 things I keep in mind. 1, does what I am doing tell the story, right? That's number 1. Am I telling the story? If I can tick that box, I know I'm going in the right direction, but there's more. Number 2, am I telling the truth? Is it truthful? Is it honest to my vision? Is the thing I'm showing a thing that reflects the real world or something about the real world, even if it's metaphorically, right? Is it true? Very important, especially if you're working with actors or you're trying to delve into how you really feel about something. Be honest, right? Then number 3, is it entertaining? Is it fun to watch? Is it novel? Is it clever? Is it wow? You know? And I know that if I'm doing all 3 of those things, I'm making something fantastic. Okay, so remember, tell the story, tell the truth, be entertaining. Okay, so what did I do today? I graded and I mixed. I use Final Cut Pro, but really you can use any editing software out there. I know a lot of people are intimidated by editing. They think, oh my God, it's so complex and so technical. Not true. There are some very cheap editing softwares, things like CapCut. It's literally copy and paste onto the timeline, boom, add a dissolve, add some music, you're done. So please, get wise, start editing. It's so simple, and once it's so empowering to edit. You just have the power over the storytelling, like in a way you can't believe if you haven't done it. So please get editing. All right. Then I went across to Topaz Labs, and I upscaled it to 4K. And Topaz Labs does a great thing. It actually adds detail into the pictures that are low res, because I'm pulling in videos from Gen 3 and from Luma and from all over the show, and they have different resolutions. In fact, Luma is it's a lower resolution to Gen 3. It's a bit of a hodgepodge anyway, right? But with Topaz Labs, I'm able to upscale and get everything looking absolutely beautiful. All right, so that's great. Here's something interesting. What did this short movie cost me? Okay, I did all the expenses this morning. You're not going to believe what it cost. It cost me 4,510 Rand. Okay. What would it have cost me if I had to go out there and shoot it with actors in the real world, build those sets, pay for the CGI? 4,500 Rand it cost me. So there is really no excuse, guys. Get out there and make your own movies. Okay. So here's an interesting one. What do I think of my own film now that I've been watching it through? Really, I've only started watching it through last night, okay? Which is always sobering, right? There's a truism in this industry. It's a lovely quote. I don't know who said it. It goes something like this. The day will come when you finish your film, but you will realize it's just the beginning. Okay, so I would love to go back and re-edit it, redo the shots, make it better, pace it differently. I think it's a bit too helter-skelter. Unfortunately, 4 minutes is that's what I'm allowed. It can't be any longer than 4 minutes, and so I've opened it up, and it's exactly 4 minutes to the frame. I've used every bit that I can have in there. And look, it's very complicated. There's a lot going on. I wish I'd made it simpler. Note to self, make everything simpler. Never follow that note anyway. Note for you, perhaps. But I did think it could make an amazing feature film. Just the same storyline, just the 4 minutes, just pushed out and getting into the journey of my inner self, the inner journey of my inner self. Man, that would be awesome. How cool is that? What a cool concept. So I'm parking that. When the AI tools get better, I'm going to make the full 90-minute feature film of Original Sin. Exciting here. Okay, all right. Just before I show you my video, I want to encourage you one more time to get out there and do your own thing. I want to manage your expectations a bit. The reason I can do this so fast is I have 30 years experience, and I've been making AI movies for the last year and a half, and I work quickly. So don't be time constrained, okay? Just go out there and explore. I mean, on my first AI films, I sometimes spent days without coming up with a single image until I arrived at the perfect prompt and the perfect image and discovered my visual language. So get out there and just do it. I mean, it's going to be so liberating to you, because the gatekeepers in our industry, the people that stop us from entering, are so powerful. And the biggest gatekeeper of all is money, right? It costs millions and millions to make a movie, and it would have cost hundreds of thousands to make this short film. So that's fallen away. Get out there and make it, guys. Come on, I believe in you. All right. Okay. Remember to vote for my video. Here is the full film. I'm nervous. We are the men and women in the arena. Check it out.
This be a story about original sin, except not the kind you thinking of. I'm talking about the sin of being unoriginal. This is the inside of me tormented brain. And that's me, Donnie, my inner self. What the hell am I doing sneaking about my own noggin, you might ask? Well, let's just say I got a job to do. You see, I owe it big to them studio execs over there what live rent-free in me head. They always want the same, but different. Over here are the Cosa Nostra of critics, hit men and women, shooting me down with their scathing reviews. Problem is, I'm in a spiral of unoriginality, because everything has already been done, every story spun, every character explored. I'm remixing the same old tired tropes in a never-ending loop of derivative recycled B-movie plot points regurgitated from the pop culture graveyard. Because honestly, folks, I'm drowning in a sea of influences. That's why I'm putting together a crack team of me inner demons. Angst, that moody bastard always whispering doubts in me ear. Passion, the fiery muse who burns with intensity but fizzles out before the job's done. Mistress Imagination, throwing parties of orgiastic inspiration with her sister, Madness, that are just as likely to explode in me face as light the way. I promise them awards, shiny, meaningless trinkets. They can't resist.
I'd like to thank them.
To commit the ultimate caper, we have to crack the unconscious. It's guarded by the id, the monkey on my back.
I banged your mama.
Madness seduces it, becomes it, then turns it into a fluffy gorilla baby. Now comes the ego that sucks my spirit dry.
What's in it for me?
Passion makes ego believe he'll be rich and famous. Passion will make you believe anything. Meanwhile, imagination dreams her way into the vault. And there they are. The Holy Grail. The motherlode of original ideas. Angst chooses one that reveals the unseen, voices the unspoken, a divine whisper. My outer self grabs it, molds it, crafts it within an inch of its life. Stressed out of his mind, Donnie shares it with you. Now Donnie is the man in the arena. 'Cause in the end, that's what it's all about, innit? A daring leap into the unknown, all for the adoration of a merciless audience.